very big welcome to you, my dear Virgo. The sun in Gemini and the moon in your sign. And Capricorn is coming up, the devil. And the devil is man-made. It's not something that really exists. It's in us. The understanding that when we climb up higher and higher, we start to recognize that some people are very much trapped in the fact that they think that the self-empowerment comes through money, the self-empowerment comes through controlling others, etc. Right? And so here you have the number 15, and the 15 is a 1 and a 5, or the 10, right? Because it's a 15, so it could be a 10, it could be a 1. The 1 is the magician, the 10 is the wheel of fortune. The magician, that's Mercury, and the wheel of fortune, that's Jupiter. And the 5, we see the Hierophant, and together we get the 6. And in the 6 we find that the climbing up makes you realize more and more what's really going on. What do you want from life, right? And so I think there's a Capricorn in your life that is helping you to climb, helping you to see things from a new perspective, right? The one thing that you have in common, you're both up in the mountain. You're both up there. And he takes that step like the fool. You don't take that step. You're standing up there and you are that spiritual master, right? And so maybe Capricorn is coming and saying, hey, why don't you see what I see up here? Maybe you can live your life a little bit different up here. Now the 8 of Swords is coming, which is connected to the constellation Jupiter in Gemini. And Jupiter was in Gemini the last year, and I think it's saying that somehow you were blinded by a Capricorn and that you trapped yourself. It's not that Capricorn trapped you, you let it happen, that you are in a frustration or in a fear or in an entrapment, right? Right now Jupiter is in Cancer, and Cancer is more at home, is more loving. It's like you're not imprisoned in your mind, but you are maybe imprisoned a little bit by being more at home. Now we have here the 6 and the 8, which is then of course the 14. And the 14 is Temperance, and Temperance is saying, do the things in an equilibrium. Do the things in such a way that you feel like you can handle it, right? The 14 then turns into a 5, and that's where the Hierophant, where the spiritual lesson is. But the 14 in itself has a 10, like the 15, right? Or a 1, again, Mercury, and the 4 is the stability. And so I recognize that the 5 that's now left is that human aspect that you are learning. And so right now I'm going to look at Cancer because Jupiter is in Cancer, right? And I want to see what actually Jupiter in Cancer is bringing you on contrary to the Jupiter in Gemini, which was last year. How is it going this year, right? And then Jupiter is going to be in Leo in the end of July. And look at you, you get the Queen of Pentacles, and that's Capricorn. So you have Capricorn twice, the Major Arcana and the Court card. So you need to look, right, if you have a Capricorn that is making you feel trapped. And I think there is a message, right, because the 10 and the 8 is the 18, and that's the moon. The moon that's telling you, okay, you feel trapped by something, by an energy. Then out of the 18 comes the 9. The 9 and the 6 is the 15. And at work, maybe you feel like you are trapped. You are feeling like you need to be successful, but in the end, that's not important. What's important is that you have fun, that you like what you're doing, that it's your calling and not just a job, right? And so she's here looking at you You see that? She's facing this way and he's facing this way. So both come at you, and there is an energy where you need to look at what is this? What's going on, right? Because the 6 is left in the end. And the 6, that is self-love. So here you are learning something very powerful, because we know that this energy is within all of us. It's not another person. It's deep within you. How have you trapped yourself, and how can you undo it and still be connected and not blaming someone else, but seeing where did you let it happen, and still then see the success the same way Capricorn is seeing the success, but you see the success in your way. And so that's a very powerful message that's coming here to you. And of course, I hope that you find a way of getting out of this imprisonment in your head. I hope I see you in the next one. That's when we get the sun in Cancer. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.